Huh. I guess we keep this. It's not a very good hand, though. Teleria West, so probably a Titan deck. Maybe gonna be a little too slow here. Discard a card. Hopefully they have Summoner's Pact and not Primeval Titan, I guess. Or, I mean, I guess hopefully they don't have a bounce land. They have a bounce land. Do they have Summoner's Pact or do they have Primeval's Titan? Womp womp. Cancel, not quite good enough here. I think Abrade is better than Bolt. Oh, I guess you could flashback Bolt with Arcanist and kill a Dryad. It's kind of relevant. I think I'll just play the Abrade over the Bolt anyways. I think I will also play the Spell Snare for Engineered Explosives and Explore. Just pitches to Force 2, I guess. This could also kill Stacy, which is nice. I mean, Arcanist would not have been nuts that game. Arcanist would have been, I guess we keep the opt. Arcanist would have been casted, then we would have died on turn 3. Because we were on the draw. Hopefully they have a slightly slower, you know, hand this time. Looks like they do. Probably gonna make them discard EOT here. Gonna discard bottom Serum Visions. We've got a lot of card selection with these Arcanists, so I don't really think I want to keep too many more cantrips. The opt was good to keep just because I could cast it this turn. They discard Summoner's Pact. Since you're a Vile deck and Redback Walkers, why not sideboarding Rampaging Ferocidon? That could be the card to pick. I feel like Ferocidon will deal a lot of damage to us, but maybe that's okay. No, we didn't get the 5-0. Lost to a Heliod. Dryad's pretty good. Need to find a counterspell or a gust. That is one of those two. I think I'm just going to get a basic island and then cast Serum Visions. I want to fetch first to not mess with my Scry. Arcanist is kind of good, blocks the Dryad. Okay, and then we can keep Scalding Tarn to Mystic Sanctuary back cancel and have that up next turn. We can discard the second Scions here. Hopefully they don't have a Valakut. That would be pretty bad. Float a colorless mana, play Gruul Turf. 4 mana for a Karn. Counter target spell. The most pure line of text on any Magic card. So we're drawing Scalding Tarn, and so then we will Mystic Sanctuary back Archmage's Charm. Draw it with the Royal Scions, discarding Opt, and casting Dreadhorde Arcanist. One 3 blocking 2/4 perfectly. Probably transmuting for Cavern of Souls here. But unlikely to be able to cast a Titan this turn. And maybe we could find another Piracy Charm and go like Charm, Snap Charm, Arcanist Charm. So there has Cavern, 2 mystery cards. I'm going to draw 2 with this Archmage's Charm. We can also draw Aether Gust. Don't think Sprite Dragon's killing them here or anything like that. We're gonna start off with the loot. Ding 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 ding. Such a good draw. I think we'd make them discard a card here. And just make, yeah, I'm kind of happy if we make them, if their hand is just Titan plus Cavern. Island Walk also gives unblockable in this matchup. They discarded Summoner's Pact, yeah. Yeah, I know we could draw off the Arcanist, but that's only if we pump with the Scions. Maybe I'm supposed to hold that for the loot, but kind of don't mind just playing my land. We could pump this next turn and then draw 2. And snap Gust next turn. So their hand is almost definitely Titan and then a mystery card that they just drew. So if that mystery card is, you know, Force of Negation or something like that, we can cry about it, I guess. They put the Titan on top. They're now thinking about leaving the Dryad back to block, double block Arcanist. They instead decide to give their zombie haste with battlements, or at least they're thinking about it. Interesting. Putting their Royal Scions to 3. It's a pretty good draw. So give this +2/+0. Cast another dragon. Titan decks don't often play Veil, but they sometimes do. I think there's no such thing as a stock Titan deck list because they're just so adaptable and so many people have their own ideas on how to build these decks that there is no such thing as a stock Titan list. I drew land, but we should just be able to go Snap Gust and then kill them next turn. Very clean game, this game. Oh, sorry, not Force of Negation, Pact of Negation is what I meant. Been mixing up cards a lot today. Opponent's not conceding yet. It's a bit weird. Is clean my new catchphrase? I said it twice and now it's my new catchphrase. I'm gonna sanctuary back a cantrip here and make, you know, we have lethal with Scions and we have lethal with Arcanist, but maybe my opponent's last card is relevant somehow. Kind of don't think so. Royal Scions is worth 2 damage here. It's because it can pump, so it makes sense to block. I've said it at least 3 more times than you have. Fair enough. Fair enough. They'll get opt back. I think that makes sense. Pretty sure they're dead either way. So I don't think this Grazer is enough to keep them alive. No. I might have miscounted, but just drawing any spell also kills them. Okay, game 3. Okay. Ooh, we have Piracy Charm plus Dreadhorde Arcanist, the combo. Although they have a turn 1 Vial, so... Yeah, the turn 3 Titan is just pretty hard to beat in these matchups. Yeah, I was supposed to respond to that trigger. I didn't think they were going to bounce the forest, but maybe I should have thought that they would bounce the forest. And they probably just discard the forest. Could draw the Abrade. If we don't, we probably need to Gust the Dryad. Discard Cavern over Forest, really? Yeah, I think I'm just Gusting the Dryad in their draw step here. And then they shouldn't be able to... I mean, they can Titan, but they can't just go bounce land plus Titan, so... We'll see. does stink to not be able to play a Dragon or an Arcanist on turn 2. That's something you really want to be able to do in this matchup. Doesn't mean we automatically lose, but it is bad. We could also maybe steal Vial. We could also play the Arcanist this turn. They discarded Cavern of Souls. They're drawing Dryad next turn. If they go Dryad plus Bounce Land is not enough to... Dryad plus Bounce Land is not enough to cast a Titan by itself. Yeah, I think we can afford to play an Arcanist this turn. Kind of feels like Legacy right now. No, I think stealing Amulet's gonna stink. Yeah. I don't know what's happening today. I keep just calling cards by the wrong names. I'm calling like Carrion Feeder Crawler and vice versa. I'm calling Amulet Vigor, Aether Vial. I'm calling Pact of Negation, Force of Negation. Just off, I guess. Drake is more of a clock, yes, but this provides incremental advantage, which I think is better. Summoner's Pact for prime time. I think I go Snapcaster, because then they have to pay for Pact, and if they have another bounce land as the one unknown card, they do get to Titan again next turn. We can counter it next turn, and if that's their last card, it's not that big a deal. You can also maybe draw a land to get to Dragon with Charm up effectively. Did I call this Drake? Yeah, Sprite Dragon, not Drake. Yeah, it just continues. I'm just having an off day. Maybe I need to turn my music off, and sometimes that can be a factor. So I think I am gonna just draw 2 with the Charm here. I know that like it's maybe reasonable to hold this to counter the Titan. We have so many things that counter the Titan. We also have cards that will let us flashback the Charm to draw a card here. I think the upside is
What's up?
big.
It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike.
So we can Royal Scions to flashback Archmage's Charm. Maybe this was just terrible. Steven's Voice, thank you for your Twitch Prime subscription. Hope you're having a good day today. Appreciate you. Maybe this was just incredibly greedy. I'm gonna bottom this. Cool. And yeah, also like any like cantrip into fetch land lets us hold up the Charm again. I wasn't even sure what I was listening to. It was just some random, like Spotify had just been going for hours, you know how that goes. Skipped breakfast. Piracy Charm would be pretty good. Sprite Dragon's okay. I think we just send with everybody. But I'd rather see an opponent cast a turn 3 Uro, a turn 3 primetime. It's super close. We're dead if they have another Primeval Titan. We can counter a Summoner's Pact. They also, have to have drawn 1. Cool. All right. Yeah, them keeping Forest over Cavern was just kind of ridiculous. They have 2 Summoner's Packs. It's also kind of ridiculous. Pretty sure we're just dead. Close game, though. You gotta take 8, yeah. 8 down to 8. Yeah. You get Valakut, which is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. Maybe I'll make them show... I mean, they weren't immediately doing that there, but... They correct the code. Stinks. Stinks. Probably put back the Piracy Charm here. Looking at menu, Esther's picking up some barbecue. I don't see the menu. That card's really good. Let's see if we find Force of Negation. Bottom this. That can maybe help here. Why did you counter the Pact instead of the Titan? I had Force of Negation, which can only counter non-creature spells. And Titan is a creature spell. Yeah, it was not a charm, it was Force of Negation. Yeah, if they have turn 2 Ridden 6 into Uro into Bolt, we're pretty dead. And it does kind of seem like that is what they have here. I think we can keep the Serum Visions and play Serum Visions plus 3-drop next turn. Pretty good start for them to be on the play Ridden 6 into Uro into Path, but maybe have a chance to still win. Maybe have a chance to still win. Brutal. Right on time. Force of Negation. Thank you for showing up. Alright, Sprite Dragon, you got a lot of work to do. The fact that my opponent's gaining... Oh, they could have gained 4 more life end of turn, right? I guess they just want to ramp a bit more. They could also be trying to kill my Royal Scions. I mean, once they got back to me, they just said that there was nothing they could do, which is kind of what I expected. Alright, so I'm going to deprive this. Pick up the Sanctuary. Force back. Sprite Dragon's gonna be big at least. They're drawing a Path to Exile next turn, which we cannot let resolve. They have another spell here. Did they draw that somehow? No, there's still one on top. So if they were playing just bolts, if this was Teamer, I'd bring in the Mutagenic Growths. I think against this deck, I'm not. Probably sliding out my Lightning Bolts. Probably playing like the first Soul Guide Lantern or the first Gust. I think I'll play the first Gust. The Threads of Disloyalty are for the Scourge matchup. I'm playing 3 like largely so I can kind of test and see how it is. But I just don't really feel like we can beat the Scourge deck without a card like this. And maybe that's not true because Charm is pretty good. It steals everything besides Scourge. That's the idea. Would I do a dono of Blue-Black Rogues? Yes, I would. I did a whole stream just trying to build like different Blue-Black Rogue versions one time for free. And like I wanted to try something like that wasn't like the super stock version. I had like an interesting version that I don't think is better than like the more stock version. But I did think that the Invisible Stalker plus Curious Obsession was pretty cool. I also liked Noggin Whack a decent bit. This deck was fun. It wasn't very good, but it was okay. Any consideration to Magmatic Channeler over Arcanist Scions? Probably not. Doesn't play very well with counter spells, so it would be just a different deck. I think Arcanist is pretty good in this deck too. I'm happy enough if they Path. If they Bolt, I'm much less happy. Also happy with this. I will force Rin in 6, I think. Pitching Ops? I have not been watching Attack on Titan, no. Maybe I was supposed to force that, because now if they upkeep Path me or Bolt me, it's kind of awkward. I don't know, we get to go Narset with Force Up. We take our 2-for-1 here. It's probably fine. Get the second Steam Vents. Play Narset, which is great in this matchup. They don't have Force, which is nice. They also don't have Bolt, but they would have bolted earlier. I think I'll take a second Force of Negation. Jeskai mana for a Engineered Explosives on 3. This is fine. We'll just take our 3-for-1. Like, Narset Static is very good against them, but I think it's just better to take the 3-for-1 and move on. I'm scared of that Field of the Dead. We need to draw like a Sprite Dragon. I'll keep Remand, but I'm not thrilled about it. I think Blood Moon is interesting. I don't think that you can play 4 Archmage's Charms and Blood Moon in this deck though, even out of the sideboard. And like if you're trying to like Blood Moon your 4-color Omnath opponent, I think that that's not as good as just like having 4 Archmage's Charms in your deck. So I'm just like a little hesitant to include Blood Moon, but it is a card I would want to play if I felt like it worked. I guess I was supposed to opt main phase to see if we drew Sprite Dragon. I think I still will opt to see if we draw Dreadhorde Arcanist. Or Royal Scions, I guess, but I'm not playing Scions into the explosives. Why did I cut the 4th charm? I didn't. I don't think I did. You are mistaken. I didn't cut it in this matchup, did I? No. Stream Decker has 3, then Stream Decker's wrong. I'll change it. They didn't get to draw a card off the Triumph there. It's kind of funny. But we are gonna lose to Field of the Dead unless we draw a 2-mana threat, like right now. Maybe the Scions. I guess they still have the explosives. That's a 2-mana threat. I'll trade Snapcaster for a zombie. Oh, do you mean Piracy Charm? Sorry, I thought you meant Archmage's Charm. I think 3 is a good number of Piracy Charms. Sorry. 2 charms in the deck. And we were just talking about Archmage's Charm, so I thought that's what you were talking about. I want to hardcast Force so I can deprive Omnath. Seems like their last card is probably a counterspell. And they decide to let this go and then Sanctuary back Path. No? Okay, I guess they don't want to Sanctuary back Path because if they do that, they can't get a zombie. So we get basic island here, Deprive to Fairy. Picking up Mystic Sanctuary, which is a gnarly combo. They like still haven't cracked this explosives, which is kind of wild, by the way. Oh, they can get a Sanctuary. I thought they already had a Sanctuary in play. That was last game. They're targeting back Path. Do they have a Cryptic Command or Force of Negation? No, I decided not to play Cleansing Wildfire. I decided to play Aether Gust instead. I had Wildfire last time. I had Wildfire in my deck last time, and I decided that I just wanted Gust instead. It's kind of like Wildfire being a sorcery speed spell. They conceded. Awesome. Yeah, Wildfire being a sorcery speed spell in a deck with like a lot of instants felt bad to me. Yeah, so Piracy Charm is 1 mana discard, which is it's really nice that it's instant speed, but you can also flashing it out with Arcanist is nice. It also buffs your Dreadhorde Arcanist, so Arcanist can flash back Archmage's Charm, and Island Walk is also not irrelevant. Keeping this would be so much better if it was opt this game because we need to hold up Snare for Rin. Although our hand's pretty good. Yeah, I think this deck's pretty sweet. We 4-1'd with it on Friday? Tuesday. Still no land. I think I'm going to bottom and pass with a 1 mana counterspell up, but really need to draw a land. I will Spell Snare a Growth Spiral if they have one end of turn here, but I think they're just going to get a Triome. No, they have a Spiral, which I will Snare. If I force to Fairy Time Raveler, not sure exactly what I was pitching, but we didn't have to force anything, which is nice. And it's really nice that we can Mystical Dispute an Omnath. And I also don't mind so much if this gets Path. I'll just take the 2-for-1. We actually got paired against Infect and we killed some things with Piracy Charm. It was pretty funny. Lightning Bolt over Path stinks, but oh well. Mystic Sanctuary targeting Lightning Bolts. Are they going to put it on top or not? They do. It's not currently good against anything in our hand. It's a good draw. Kind of don't hate Piracy Charm. I'm gonna keep both of these. No, let me bottom the Arcanist. We know they have Lightning Bolts. And I think I'm just kind of cool taking the 1-for-1. Maybe that's not good, though. Ooh. Shocking here feels like a bit bad, but I think we still do it. 1-for-1. So it has Bolt 3 mystery cards. They discard the Bolt.
Welcome, Spikelings, to the Shark
Typhoon.
Typhoon.
That's the second 1-year resubscription today. Very cool. Appreciate that. So opponent has 3 spells in their hand. It's a great card to be on top. Welcome back, Colin. Thank you for that. Happy anniversary. So they just discarded 2 removal spells. I think I'm down to cast this Arcanist. I think I'm supposed to dispute this over Remand. Feels maybe close though. They're going to dispute my dispute, and I think we go ahead and Remand dispute. Could Remand the Cryptic. Yeah, I think we Remand Cryptic since it's pretty bad if they can resolve a Planeswalker here, and we can't force because they have dispute. Yeah, it's a Planeswalker. Oops. Would have been better if we had drawn a different blue card, but then it's Cryptic Command mystery card. Piracy Charm lets us discard both of those. Alright, so it's Mystic Sanctuary, Archmage's Charm, flashback Serum Visions. And then I think I'll top both of these and just draw 2 now while they can't Cryptic, and we'll have Snap Remand or Snap Dispute up. that is an old clip. Explosives X equals 2. I think I'm just letting this go. Making them pop and then just playing a second Arcanist. I can't remember exactly why they scooped to the Rin and 6. I just remember they did. Esther, did you already order barbecue or are you going to get it later?
No, I already have it.
Awesome. I'm so hungry. Second Sanctuary, it's really nice that that is not a uniquely named land for Rin and 6. Looks like we're going to get a fight over Bolt with Cryptic up next turn. I guess we let this resolve because we can just Aether Gust the Bolt and then flashback Piracy Charm to make them discard the Cryptic command. And then they'll put if they put Bolt on top, we'll just Snapcaster, deal with it any way we really want to. We know their last card is Cryptic, so getting it out of their hand with the Piracy Charm seems good. Deck's busted. Kind of want to gust at this again. Maybe I'll just use Force of Negation though, but they conceded. Awesome. Chewing up and spitting out 4-color Earl. Keeping this hand. Come on, Mozo 6 on the play. Looks like maybe taxes. So against taxes, I want to make sure I can fetch early. I'm gonna go bottom here. Could maybe have kept the Scions.
So this is what I got.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean I'm sharing with you.
Okay. That's a lot of food.
I know.
Is this my drink or yours? Arid Mesa? So maybe the red-white Heliod version. For me to build around a card or deck, I charge $50. You can find some information about that here. And I sometimes even play them extra, like the Counterbalance deck or the Cat Oven deck from today. That was initially a suggestion to build around Cat Oven. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm playing more tournaments. There's one tomorrow, but it's at a really weird time. So I'm not sure about that one.
Oh, this bean says brisket.
I think my D&D group is meeting during that time, but I might like double queue. We'll see. Looks good.
Try the beans.
I don't like to eat super messy food while I'm streaming.
Well, you have a whole pulled pork barbecue. I don't know. I don't know what you expected.
You make a good point. This deck's been looking pretty good. We 4-1 with it on Tuesday, and we're 1-1 right now, but our opponent's had a bad hand. Yeah, Violent 2 is pretty nice to have. Once it ticks up to 3, the value of getting an Aether Vial, I think, goes down by a lot. But this does look like this is the Heliod deck. You have an unusual request because the deck is intended for casual play rather than competitive. It's kind of hard to answer those requests usually because like decisions for casual play tend to be so relative to like your budget and your playgroup environment, and it's very it's like hard for me to give, I think, good advice. You know what I mean? So I think I will respectfully decline the request, but I appreciate you thinking about me. Well, game over. I think I am going to make them discard 2 here. Guess I was supposed to probably opt first to try to find Sprite Dragon. Discard Luminarch Aspirant and Archon of Emeria. We could let this resolve. I think it's a little bit better to counter, though. I guess we could find another Arcanist, so... Target Archmage Charm, respond to this scry with the opt. They've conceded. Awesome. Looks really nice, that game. Let's bring in the Abrade and the Threads of Disloyalty. Cutting the forces and maybe the second Scions. Seems fine. I mean, we have other counter spells for Boil. So I still think we don't want them. And we have cast the Royal Scions. They've been pretty good. The Boil is probably unbeatable if they've cast it. His hand's looking very nice. I don't think that they play Lean and Arbiter, but they could. I mean, they play Arid Mesa, but I'm still I think scared enough that I want to play around it. But I'm not gonna bolt this because we have Threads of Disloyalty. I want to steal that. So probably playing Scions this turn. I probably want to get a second Steam Vents anyway, so I could play around Mind Sensor / Arbiter by fetching and shocking a Steam Vents. Dude, Luminarch Aspirant plus Dreadhorde Arcanist is kind of good because then you can flashback a Abrade or Archmage's Charm by pumping the Arcanist. Sorry, did I call this Scions or again? I don't know. I keep mixing up card names today. I haven't eaten anything yet besides this half sandwich. So if they have another Skyclave to exile Threads, it's pretty bad, which is why I've decided to draw a second Threads here. Good decision on my part, I think.
They both reach for the gun, the gun, the gun.
Alright. We are dead if they have another one, probably. Maybe not, because we can... If we had drawn a land, we could have bolted one of the Skyclaves and blocked the other one, but... Be okay. Auriok Champion's pretty good against us, but thankfully we have white blockers here. We're going down to 3 life. Athena wants part of the sandwich so badly. But she can't have any. No, she can't. Maybe we'll draw the third art. Oh, dude, we can Piracy Charm, Auriok Champion, or Dreadhorde Arcanist. Or Aspirant. I think I'll just Piracy Charm Aspirant right now. Oh, no, this is Pro Red. Sorry. It's fine.
My mom calls me just to tell me about the baking supplies she ordered off Amazon. Like, I'm hungry when I eat.
Sounds like something you'd call me about.
And keep you from eating?
Well, not yeah. You wouldn't call me while I'm eating, but you'd call me to tell me about baking supplies you bought. Seems like this will work out anyways. We are dead to Walking Ballista, though, so hopefully they don't have one of those. Looks like they do. Dang it. Exactly lethal. We probably could have played this game a bit differently. We do get to be on the play for game 3. Can you bring me a napkin or paper towel? Please.
She didn't know.
That looks really good. This is a brew. We put it together on Tuesday. So we played against like the Sultai, or sorry, this Grixis Dreadhorde Arcanist deck with lots of discard spells. And I just kind of had the idea that maybe Piracy Charm is that one extra spell Arcanist needs in this kind of Izzet shell to be good. Since I've played Izzet Dreadhorde or I've tried to build Izzet Dreadhorde Arcanist in the past, and the problem is it just always felt like it was missing one card to really get there. And I'm gonna bottom the second bolt, and maybe that card is Piracy Charm, and it's been pretty good so far. Yeah, I don't mind this. Just love taking. I just love when my 2 drop gets path on turn 2. All right. I hope they don't have a Skyclave, I guess, but this is kind of nice. Cavern is good. Naming Construct, and they do have a Skyclave. Well, we can bolt the Skyclave and maybe block the Ariak Champion like we did before. But Cavern on Construct is pretty scary. I doubt that they might not name it Construct unless they had it in hand already, too. Did I ever notice how similar Piracy Charm and Funeral Charm are? I mean, they are intentionally the same. Because Piracy Charm is part of like a cycle where they took cards of one color and shifted them into another color card as like kind of an intentional color pie break. Yeah, 95% of the way there. Esther, boost. Go to my channel and use your channel points to boost me.
What?
If we get to 1,000,000 channel points, we get to like.
Wait, I don't get any channel points back?
Nope.
Wait, what does the boost do?
I gotta make sure it promotes the channel on Twitch. So I think my opponent has Boil here, so I'm gonna try to play around that.
But you deserve the boost.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, my opponent definitely has Boil, and they're just hoping I tap out. So if I draw on a land there, it would have been great, so I could just cast the Arcanist and hold up Charm, but...
I love your...
we are ahead because we get to beat in with this 3/3.
I love your, what's it called?
So now we can
Title.
Play Arcanist plus Charm next
Equals
turn.
love.
On Tuesday, it was equals question mark, question mark, question mark. And now we figured out what that question mark, question mark, question mark is. It's love. There's a Pet Athena request. Maybe Esther can fulfill the request here. So I think they're gonna boil us and get to counter it. Hopefully they don't have 2, I guess. Good Athena. Athena is so good. She's so good. Yes. She's not even trying to eat the barbecue at all. Not even a little bit.
She wants. Man, if I was just a food streamer or like YouTuber, I think I would just get hiccups all the time because I'm trying to eat it so quick.
Yeah. What I recommend for the PTQ tomorrow?
The deck that's bad against his.
I'm not sure that I'm playing tomorrow. I'm not sure. That's the big question, right? I like Sultai, I like Bant Ephemerate, I like Blue-Red Through the Breach, I like Storm, just like regular Storm.
I think out of the brisket and, well, okay, the rib is good, but the sausage is pretty good.
Okay. 2-1 in this league. Lost a close one to Titan. I think I'm going to keep this hand in the blind on the draw. Yeah, is Rolling Vortex good? I haven't seen it cast too many times. It hasn't felt super good to me when I've been playing against it, but I could just be wrong. I think we're playing with Spirits here. Spirits, is I think a decent deck in Modern right now. But I also feel like it's a deck that you have to have some tech for, you know what I mean? I feel like you need to figure out something special about the deck. You know, you need to have something interesting to do with it. Arcanist is going to be pretty good this game, I think. Although I guess I don't really want to run it into Spell Queller, so I won't. I'm going to draw 2 cards in response, and they might Queller in response, which is fine. And we can go Piracy Charm, kill the Wanderer. Oh, blue mana, right?
You want to try the mac and cheese?
Not right now. I'm probably just not going to eat anything beyond the sandwich until after the stream.
Mm-hmm.
I lost the tournament, so we're just playing some leagues.
Oh, you're not playing the tournament right now?
Just doing some regular stream stuff.
I see. So I could have been bothering you?
No.
I think that was a yes. I was being so good and quiet.
Welcome, Spikelings, to the Shark Typhoon.
Yeah, we can find a Mystic Sanctuary here to get back Bolt or Bolts.
Oh yeah, how do you boost the stream? Is it just a channel point reduction?
Once I get to 1,000,000 channel points raised, I think I get to click boost.
And you're almost there.
Yeah, almost there. And I have 19 hours left, so we'll get it tomorrow morning is the goal. Adric, 3 months, welcome back. Appreciate that. Hope you're having a good day today. Another Piracy Charm? Our opponent's dead. They're dead. Can make them discard their last card. Or hold up the charm. I think if they fetch, I'll just make them discard their last card. If I get 2 millions, will I marry chat? No, basically, I already am married to chat, honestly. Let's let this go. Queller is so bad for us if they have it here. They don't have it. Now I think we're in good shape. Magic is great. Magic is a great game.
Just like Lisa Simpson. It's great.
What?
Just like Lisa Simpson. Gemini Springfield is
Oh, right.
great.
That was like definitely a more obscure reference.
I said Lisa Simpson.
Well, yeah,
We
but
watched it
I know we
yesterday.
watched it yesterday, but it just wasn't like a more memorable moment for me. Oh, I was supposed to make them discard a card before I snared. Alright, this is bad. It's not the end of the world, because we get to go Snap Bolt on Captain. And then Piracy Charm on Rattle Chains, but it's kind of bad. I think I do this now. So if they like top deck Skyclave Apparition, we're toast, but ooh, that's an interesting draw. It's a really interesting draw. Can we afford to get back Charm? I think we have to get back Bolt and then go to 1 off the Queller attack. Feels pretty bad though.
I think I would have rather spent $40 on tacos and
Then the barbecue.
I mean, the barbecue's good. It's just not like.
Welcome, Spikelings, to the Shark
I feel like we
Typhoon.
might be able to make this like most of our dinner tonight too.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
the tacos don't keep nearly as long.
Mm. And this is a lot of meat.
Do I want Threads? Threads seems okay here. Oh, sorry. I meant for this to be both disputes. Threads seems better than the Royal Scions. Probably this Deprive. They're probably not great, but I think they're going to be better than these cards. The Nug, 4 months in a row. What cheaper modern deck should I buy into online that has the highest potential for staying power in the format? Blue-Red Prowess, maybe. Mono Red Prowess is probably like the biggest bang for your buck as far as budget goes. Yeah, some Swift Spear deck. Is this Dono again, or have I come around on Piracy Charm? The other deck wasn't a Dono. That was, just me wanting to play Piracy Charm. And also, if you are interested in, budget content, figuring out what good budget decks there are in Modern, I recommend checking out Emma's TCG player page. Friend of the channel. Keep the dragon bottom the island. We won the game now that we've drawn Piracy Charm, I think. And I'm going to bolt the Rattle Chains. Would have loved to be able to dispute it, but it's fine.
Hello, Josh.
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
It's only 3 p.m.
Sorry, we're already hanging out with Josh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Skyclave's good. Got 1 trigger off the Arcanist at least.
I feel like I woke up pretty early today. 8 o'clock.
It feels like Charm is the charm here. Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. We should have charmed the chains, not done what we did. Be fine. I'm gonna try to draw a land here, and then play this into Arcanist. Cool. I was successfully able to draw a land, and I was able to find a Mystic Sanctuary to get back a Bolt. And I think I need to leave the dragon back on defense. They've conceded. Guess their deck's just busted. Can we get these out of the deck? I think these are bad. Probably play the first Scion. That's so bad on the draw. Yeah, the Scions is just not very good on the draw. Why Threads over the sorcery that controls? It's just 3 mana compared to 4, you know what I mean? Now, I want to steal Scourge of the Skyclaves before it kills me. Can't Piracy Charm that. I think I will go ahead and just make them discard a card, though. Discard a Rattle Chains. Threads can be good on Shacklegeist. That's pretty good. Yeah, the thing is, Melody just costs 4 mana to steal Scourge, and that's the main thing I have this card in the sideboard for, or Scourge of the Skyclaves. Don't think I want to make them discard here.
Welcome, Spikelings, to the Shark Typhoon.
EOT Impulse, 6 months. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, not a third Skyclave Apparition. But I do think I'm going to go... I'm going to bolt this one so they don't have good attacks here. Guess they'll also probably tap my Arcanist. Yeah. Maybe that's fine. So we go to combat. They're going to tap my Dreadhorde Arcanist. Then I'm going to draw 2 cards. They were not very good. Definitely in the dispute anything area of the game. But they have 2 things here. So it looks like we're not going to win this one. Even if we charm into 2 lightning bolts, we don't get there. Let me just make sure that they tap my Arcanist, I guess. Alright, bummer. Cool match though, fun match. Fun match. Yeah, my channel is definitely not very good for people who have never played Magic before. I even have a friend who, like, I used to play tabletop Magic with him, and he knows how to play, but he just cannot follow the stream. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Just makes it hard to appeal to the normies, you know. Black-White Stoneblade, it's kind of fine. Let's get a Batter Skull, play slam our 2 drops against each other. You know, it's kind of like the pipeline, you know. There are content creators who are easier to watch when you're getting into a game, and then, you know, they pipeline towards me, right? Right, have not cast a Fatal Push yet, which is really good for us. Dude, we drew Piracy Charm. Cling to Dust, sure. I'm gonna go Dragon plus Serum Visions here. We can race a Batter Skull. Easily racing Batter Skull. Lightning Bolt is probably good enough to draw. We could Lightning Bolt plus Piracy Charm the Germ next turn. With Deprive up. I'm just going to go to attack Liliana here. You guys remember when Black-White Stoneblade won a challenge and people were like, now this is a modern deck. Now this is a tier modern deck. Second Stoneforge Mystic. It's pretty good. But they can't equip a sword here. We have like, we get Mystic Sanctuary back Bolt to make a sword pretty cumbersome. Yeah, Sprite Dragon is great. Sprite Dragon is a really good Magic card. So we can go Lightning. Oh no! Oh no, we picked up our mountain, so we can't Mystic Sanctuary the bolt. We can snap the bolt, I guess. Kill that. Oh, we got the boost. It happened. It happened now. The boost is starting now. Oh no, this stinks because I was planning on this being my last match. No! I was hoping it triggered tomorrow. Thanks for the cheer, chest. Yeah, I like some animes, Rohan. Maybe I'll stream late because we have the boost. I did just eat lunch. It's probably fine. Not until wait, it said boost started. It said boost started. I didn't click on it, right? I didn't click on anything. I thought that's how it would work. But I guess we are doing a bonus league then.
What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike.
I was really hoping it would trigger tomorrow morning. Alright, they're dead though.
Welcome, Spikelings, to the Shark Typhoon.
The guys, 17 months, boost this. Hell yeah. Yeah, I feel like I would debate you guys out of your channel points if I got boosted and then just ended the stream. Alright, thanks. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do another league. We'll stream late today. We can keep this hand. Well, I'm not sure what. Maybe we can do a poll. I don't know if I want to do another league with this deck, but this deck is pretty sweet. I'll hold up Spell Snare against the Stoneblade deck for sure. I love Spell Snare. Spell Snare is so good. When a boost challenge is successfully completed, we'll promote your stream into highly visible parts of Twitch, like live channels we think you'll like. We'll tell you how many times you can expect your stream to be promoted. We lost playing for 5-0 with the sack deck the last league we played. Thanks, Slight Return, for the 6 months. Alright, if anybody is here because they feel like they've been boosted to be here, can you let me know? If anybody is here and like, I feel like I got boosted, you know? Alright, let's try to find our land and play Arcanist here. Anybody like that in chat? We did find our land. I don't think I want either of these. We'll get Steam Vents here, then Serum Visions again. Play two drops next turn, potentially. What happens if I end my stream during a live boost event? It'll pick up next start of next stream. Okay, cool. Okay, never mind then. Never mind. That'll actually probably be better to do tomorrow then. Thank you for checking on that for me. This is bad. Don't have a bolt. But thank you guys for we crowdsourced 1 million channel points. It's pretty cool. I always watch first-person shooters, but Twitch forced me here to see someone move rectangles with text too small to read. Yeah, sorry about that. But now you're stuck with me, now that you've been boosted. And we're boosting the scam train. Boost, boost, boost. I usually watch Minecraft streams, but then you hit that boost button and now my car is gone. They get Batterskull with their Stoneforge Mystic. Just have to hope that our opponent's black-white deck doesn't have any spot removal.
What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike.
Unexistent, thank you for gifting that sub. That's nice of you as well. Pushing the scam train. further off the station. Oh, their Duress Swift, which is kind of cool. And their Brutality couldn't kill my Arcanist, which is nice. Their hand is Batterskull Mystery card, and they get to draw a new card with the Bauble, which could be a 1-mana removal spell. I don't know where Esther went. That's not an invitation for her to rain her usual chaos. Do you want to play a dragon before attacking with Arcanist? I think I will. Would really like to find a lightning bolt though. I'm gonna cast Opt instead of Lightning Bolts because I have a better chance. Opt instead of Serum Visions because I have a better chance of finding a Lightning Bolt this way. I did not hit one though. So now I have to decide if I'm going to play the Royal Scions or if I'm going to play Snapcaster plus Serum Visions. I think I'll just cast the Royal Scions. Triggers the dragon. Sprite Dragon is the new Tarmogoyf, if you guys heard it here first. Opponent's hand is Batterskull, 3 mystery cards. Yeah, you left it here. There's a sip left if you want it.
Yeah, I don't.
Is there not more?
There is more.
Okay.
It's just my cup.
I was just hanging out with Josh. The bottle of wine says Josh on it, and we always thank Josh. So Sword of Fire and Ice is really scary here, but it doesn't actually kill either of my creatures. So they decided to go for Sword of Feast and Famine instead. Hitting me, I'll discard Remand. Pretty scared of... Oh, I guess they don't have Sword of Fire and Ice in their hand. They have Batterskull, which they can just cast, which is also scary. Maybe we can just get this dragon to a point where it's blocking things well. Let me cast this Opt first. I'm a bit scared of that Germ token. Lots of things to be terrified of here. Looks like the dragon will be able to block reasonably well. Yeah, the Abrade would be like the best possible card. We only have one of those in the deck though. It's kind of hard to like wish that we would draw one. Let me perform a routine lag check though. Oh, whoops. One glass of wine and I'm drunk texting my opponent on Magic Online. We saw Liliana last game, yeah. Let's loot. Not a very helpful loot. Snap Visions. Dude, we found the Abrade. We found the Abrade. So sick. We can flash back the Abrade next turn. We can't do it this turn because we didn't pump the Arcanist with Scions. Simply top deck the best possible spell, gamer, and then you will be fine. I think we could maybe keep that Force of Negation, but I'm not going to. We've got pretty good blocks here. They can fire up Shambling Vent, but that alone is not getting us dead. But Fatal Push does get us dead if they see that they have a Shambling Vent in play. I'll give them 3 to play. But they don't see that they have Shambling Vents, so we're not dead on board. It's kind of hilarious. We're drawing Lightning Bolt 2. So we were dead on board, but we lived to fight another turn. But I'm not sure what else we have. Should we tell them? No, I think it's a bit rude to be like, hey, don't you know that you made a mistake? You know what I mean? You don't usually tell them. But I also think we're just dead. We're drawing Lightning Bolt, and we can flashback Abrade here, but we're just dead. So maybe if we like loot the bolt away and draw Snapcaster, we can survive. No, I shuffled away the Piracy Charm, I thought. Game 3 gets me on the play. Is Threads good against them? They're a Skyclave deck too. I think I'm not going to bring in the Threads. Dude, Piracy Charm against Dark Confidant. Hell yeah. Yeah, Threads on Bob is cool, but they're a Skyclave Apparition deck. I think I'm just going to not bother. Force to Protect Arcanist is pretty sick. I wonder if this deck could play 4 Force of Negation. Force is always better when you're protecting your threats with it. I'm going to bottom both of these cards. Although, like, just any blue card is maybe good. Because I'd rather not exile a blue card. Because I want to keep flashing these back with Arcanist. I don't know what the thing is called that gives you the record overlay. Fran, who's another streamer, asked me if I wanted one of these, and I said yeah, and then now I have it, so I don't really know how it works. Pretty easy Force of Negation. Though, well, maybe a few too many lands. If only I had the option to have spells on top of my library instead with a card that lets me scry. Maybe that was on me. If I had just kept that Force of Negation, we're in still good shape. I don't know. I feel like it was fine to bottom, but obviously it didn't work out. And Force doesn't stop this anyways. If only we were playing Witch's Cottage instead of Mystic Sanctuary so we could get back our Dreadhorde Arcanist. That would really be what we need. They got a Batter Skull. Jeez. Weird game. So your removal spells are just not very good right now. And we may be able to get them to attack with the Skyclave, and we can bolt the Skyclave and block a Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, Dreadhorde is also a zombie. A zombie wizard. How do you use your points to boost the stream? It's over now. We got boosted, but thank you for asking. But we've won. Well, to play Lure Assault over Scions, we also have to splash a color, which makes the Archmage's charms like 1,000 times worse. So I'm going to Abrade the Batter Skull. And then they're going to put in Sword of Fire and Ice. And they'll put in Sword of Feast and Famine. So I think I have to bolt this and then the Stoneforge Mystic that they equip again too. And then I probably need to Mystic Sanctuary bolt, but then they just have this Shambling Vents. How do you feel about Rakdos Walkers? I think it's a good deck. It has a really bad Heliod matchup, but has a good Uropile matchup. I'm still figuring it out, of course, but I think the deck is good. That's, you know, maybe an underwhelming review. Yeah, the problem with Sanctuary Abrade is they just have 2 equipments. So I feel like we have to kill the Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah. Wait, they're playing Stoneforge and not equipping Sword of Fire and Ice? And they don't have another equipment to get? I feel like that was pretty bad, but we're dead anyways. Stinks. Although that's a fun matchup. I'm not sure how I feel about this deck. Felt really good on Tuesday. It's possible what we're doing is just a little underpowered, but I think most of the card choices make sense, and it didn't feel too bad. I'll need to stew on it a bit. I mean, I'm not sure about these threads. I like the Mutagenic Growth when we play against Lightning Bolt decks. The Threads of Disloyalty are maybe not good. It is possible you could splash a 3rd color, but it's not free in your Archmage's Charm deck. The mana is much, much better on 2 colors. But I'll keep stewing, and apparently apparently the boost lasts till tomorrow, so I'm gonna save the rest of our boost until tomorrow morning. I'm playing 3 Piracy Charms before Archmage's Charms. That's also confusing. I keep saying Charms, and having 2 Charms makes everything quite confusing. Who are we going to raid today? Doomazon.